1 year from now, you'll look back and see one of two things: a version of you that finally broke free from the fog, or a version of you still stuck in the exact same negotiation with your own brain. And that's what depression is, a negotiation you're losing. It's not a failure of willpower. It's not about being weak. It's that your brain has fundamentally changed the rules of the game. You're trying to use motivation to fight a battle that's rigged against motivation itself. The advice to just get motivated or think positive is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. It's the worst possible advice because it ignores the real problem. Your brain is actively working against you. This isn't about trying harder, it's about negotiating smarter. And the single shift that changes everything is choosing negotiation over motivation. Here's the unfiltered truth. Your brain has a system called the default mode network. Think of it as your brain's background noise, the part that's active when you're not focused on a specific task. It's for self-reflection, for thinking about the past and future. But in depression, this network goes into overdrive. It's not just background noise anymore. It becomes a full-time regret factory. It replays every mistake, every awkward moment, every failure on a constant, brutal loop. This creates what feels like a psychological gravity well. The pull is so strong that the effort to do anything, get out of bed, shower, make a meal, feels Herculean. It's not laziness. It's your brain being optimized for regret. It's an invisible shell that muffles any positive input, like a pair of noise-canceling headphones for hope, while it cranks the volume on every negative thought. And here's the critical mistake this trap creates. You start waiting for motivation to arrive. You wait to feel like doing something before you do it. But in this state, that feeling never comes. The motivation you're waiting for is being consumed by the default mode network's feedback loop. Meanwhile, the people who break free use a completely different approach. They stop waiting. They stop trying to motivate the part of their brain that's broken. Instead, they start a negotiation. This is where Jordan Peterson's concept of scaling back the dragon is a game changer. You have a goal. Let's say, get your life together. That's the dragon. It's huge, terrifying, and impossible to face head-on. So you scale it back. You break it down into the smallest, most conquerable step imaginable. The goal isn't to write a novel, it's to write one sentence in a journal. That's it. You are negotiating with your depressed self. You're asking, what am I actually, truly willing to do today to make this day 1% better? Not what you should do, what you are willing to do. This is where you pivot from chasing joy to chasing achievement. Depression numbs your ability to feel pleasure. That's called anhedonia. But the feeling of accomplishment is more durable. It's a deeper, more structural win. When you complete that 1-minute task, you cast a vote for the version of you that takes action. You disrupt the default mode network's loop by introducing a new data point. I did something. This is how you build escape velocity. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. It's like a rocket. At first, when you fire the engines on a tiny habit, it looks like nothing is happening, but you're fighting the gravity of that black hole. You maintain that force, and eventually, you break free. Track these micro wins. They are your proof that the negotiation is working. So, here is your 7-day challenge. I've put a free, simple tracker in the description for your journaling line and micro wins. Your only job for the next week is to negotiate one small action each day. One sentence, one dish, one deep breath. That's your rocket fuel. What's it going to be? Another day trapped in the regret loop, or your first real negotiation? Let's build that escape velocity.